I welcome you all to the session of engine system and performance, and in today's class we shall discuss about different types of hybrid engine and their arrangement. If we recall, in the last class we have talked about what is a hybrid, and then we have discussed about the operational principle of a hybrid system or hybrid engine. Certainly, hybrid systems are having a few distinctive aspects or advantages. Having discussed all these favorable aspects or advantages, we have also discussed about demerits, and those demerits are associated with hybrid system, and we could also identify those. We had seen that even though those demerits cannot be trivially disregarded or ignored, still because of notable advantages of hybrid systems, for the last a few years the concept, rather the new concept of hybrid system came into the engine world, and engines are now modified essentially to bring fuel economy, to operate them with higher performance, and also to reduce substantially emissions. What we know, that we have also discussed about emissions from batteries. So, maybe by reducing the fuel consumption, hydrocarbons, we can certainly reduce emission or emissions using hybrid system, but again introduction of hybrid system also brings another type of emission, that is for the use of battery. So, to start with, let us discuss about, that is type of hybrid vehicles or engines. Probably we have also briefly discussed about these two different types in the previous class, but let me discuss them once again. So, the first example is parallel hybrid. What is parallel hybrid? This type is the most common type used typically in automobiles. So, let me write here what is parallel hybrid. So, in this type, right, as I said you, there are two different drives, electric motor drive and combustion engines. Are connected to a common transmission that combines two power sources. So, this is the most common type. So, this is the most common type, and in this type what we can see from the this wordings, both electric motor drive and combustion engine, these two systems, I mean these two power generating systems are connected in a common transmission. Okay. Now, what would be the beneficial aspect if we connected them in a common transmission system? Now, we have used the word transmission system. So, now this transmission, if we write here, this transmission can be automatic, the transmission can be automatic, okay. It can be manual, or very important, that is called CT, that is continuously variable transmission. Okay. So, the transmission can be automatic, it can be manual, or it can be CT, that is continuously variable transmission. So, this is the parallel hybrid system or parallel hybrid engine. We can understand that essentially objective is to use both power developing or power generating systems in a common transmission system, so that we can always have a judicial balance between these two power generating systems, and we can compromise with the engine power, and we also can reduce fuel emission depending on the load requirement. If we can reduce fuel requirement, then certainly emissions can be reduced. Now, this is very common in kind of branded automobiles. So, if I write here, this type is common in branded automobiles like Toyota, Lexus, Hyundai, then Nissan, Honda, Nissan, etc. So, this is very common in all these branded automobiles. Next, we shall discuss about the series hybrid. Series hybrid. So, what is series hybrid? Let me again write here, then we shall discuss. In this type, electric motor or electric motor drive system provides all thrust or power, okay, and most importantly there is no physical mechanical connection between the combustion engine and wheels. So, try to understand, that means electric motor drive system will provide all power needed to propel the vehicle, while there will be no physical mechanical connection between the wheels and combustion engine, but still combustion engine will be there, because the system is a hybrid system. So, though electric motor drive system will provide all the power needed to propel the engine, but still engine system will be there, because it is a hybrid system. So, then what should be the objective or function of the engine or combustion engine? So, if we write here, then combustion engine system is there just to recharge the battery. So, the combustion engine system will be there in compliance with the hybrid system, but the sole function of this system should be to provide power to recharge batteries or battery. Okay. Now, try to understand that we have discussed in the previous class as well. Since electric motor drive system is solely responsible to provide power to propel the vehicle, we can have smoother start off and stop of the engine. So, why? Because that we told you that the arrangement itself as if will allow engine to run smoothly with what should I say, that powerful acceleration. That means, since combustion engine has no role as such, combustion engine will be there to provide power or to develop power to charge batteries, but essentially wheels or engine shaft or crankshaft should be connected to the shaft of the motor. Then what we can have? We can have smoother engine transmission as well as operation as well as powerful acceleration. So, the engine will run smoothly. So, this is all about series hybrid. Now, question is, having discussed these two different times, let us now discuss about variations on the hybrid theme, right. Because as of now we have discussed about what is the concept of hybrid system. We have understood that in a hybrid system there are two different power generating arrangements, whether we are going to use both of them or either electric motor drive or the combustion engine alone, there would be some thematic arrangements. So, when should we use both of them to generate or to develop power? If we need to use only electric motor drive, in which situation or in which case should we go for with this arrangement, or if we need to really use the combustion engine solely, then when in which situation or in which type of arrangement we should go with that type of arrangement. So, essentially this type of arrangement, whether both of them should be used simultaneously or only electric motor drive or only the combustion engine, we need to discuss about thematic or theme of hybrid system. So, we shall discuss about now variations on the hybrid system. In this context, let me tell you, we shall be discussing about two different themes or thematic arrangements. The first theme is called full hybrid. In this fully hybrid, what we could write is, in this design electric motor drive propel the vehicle most of the time, like a series hybrid. The idea is engine turns a generator most of the time, right. But as I wrote you know at some other times the combustion engine like parallel hybrid can also drives the wheels, right. So, this is the concept of fully hybrid. So, what we can understand from this is very important, that I wanted to write and then I could not complete. So, in this type electric motor is capable of moving the car or propelling the car. Vehicle by itself. Even it is for a shorter distance. Okay. So, this is fully hybrid, that means electric motor itself is capable of driving or propel the vehicle most of the time, and sometimes you also can connect the combustion engine like a parallel hybrid to drive the wheels. Okay. Next we shall be discussing about not fully hybrid, but that is called mild hybrid. So, that means certainly you can understand, if it is not a fully hybrid, then electric motor itself will not be able to drive or propel the vehicle always. So, in this case if I write now, electric motor cannot drive or propel the car or vehicle, okay, but still this electric motor is there, to assist the combustion engine for the purposes of what we have discussed many times, bringing fuel economy and better performance. Or both, right. So, basically that is the case. Now, then why? Because this is hybrid. So, combustion engine is there only to, electric motor is there to assist the combustion engine for the purposes of bringing fuel economy and also better performance, to reduce emissions, all these things. But you know that then electric motor is there still, electric motor can assist the combustion engine, but the presence of electric motor will ensure smooth start and stop arrangement. That means, engine can be started very smoothly, and most importantly when engine needs to be shut off, we can vehicle needs to be shut off, we can stop engine even before it gets fully stopped, and then it will again bring fuel economy, because electric motor is there that will assist to stop and start the engine or vehicle. So, this is all about the thematic arrangements of hybrid system. So, having discussed about different type of hybrid system or engines, then thematic arrangements of hybrid system, let us now briefly discuss about several arrangement. Very quickly I will discuss schematically. So, one could be that start and low speed driving. So, that is start and low speed driving. Then what should be the schematic arrangement, right? So, what we have engine block. So, this is engine, then we have inverter, right, battery will be there, and then this is connected to motor, and then this is the bell drive, and so these are the wheels. So, this is the schematic arrangement. So, what I am writing here now, you try to understand the so this is bell drive. Okay. So, these are the wheels and this is the bell drive. So, this is the arrangement for start and low speed driving. So, you can understand that engine and motor, these two are connected and this is bell drive. So, inverter is allowing, battery is charging inverter, inverter is supplying power to the motor, motor is running, and then through bell drive the power is coming to wheels. We shall be using the schematic depiction to describe about a few arrangements. So, now if we go to discuss about power generation during driving. So, now let me erase this arrow direction. So, this is the schematic depiction of the hybrid system. We can see engine is there, combustion engine, electric motor is there, battery is there, this inverter is used to supply power to the motor, and this is bell drive, and then this is these are the wheels. So, what should be the arrow direction? Now, this when we need power during driving. So, this should be the arrow, then engine is running inverter. So, it will go to battery, battery will get charged, and then power is coming from engine to the motor, and then bell drive, and finally wheel. So, try to understand the arrow direction. Okay. So, engine is supplying power to the motor, motor is or engine, these two are connected, and when power generation. So, basically we have to generate power, engine is supplying some power to that inverter is now supplying power to the battery, battery is getting charged, and engine is running the wheels through this bell drive mechanism. Next we shall go for engine start. Engine start. So, let me erase the arrows or arrow directions. Now, in this case So, battery will supply power to inverter, inverter will supply power to the engine, also to the motor, and then through bell drive, and finally it will drive the wheels. So, this is engine start, when you need to start the engine. So, this is the arrangement, right. Just try to note the arrow directions for this particular configuration. That means, battery is responsible to start the engine, that is what is depicted here, right. Battery is solely responsible to start the engine. In that case, wheel will start, I mean engine will or vehicle will start to run. Okay. Next arrangement is full throttle acceleration. Full throttle acceleration. In this case, again let me erase the arrows or arrow directions, then I will be using new set of arrows. So, again this will come from battery, inverter, from inverter then it will come to motor, engine will supply power to again motor and bell drive. So, try to understand, this is full acceleration, as if engine is not charging. So, battery is supplying power to inverter through that motor, power is coming to motor to run, engine is also providing some power to the bell drive, and bell drive is connected to this wheel. So, basically we are getting a vehicle will run or will accelerate rather. So, this is basically the arrangement for full throttle acceleration. We have another two different types. So, let me discuss these two first. Next is propulsion by the engine. Again let me erase all the arrows or arrow directions. Arrangement is same, right. Now, what we will do now is to draw new set of arrows. So, yes, in this case just engine will supply power to the motor and bell drive. So, this is the case. So, battery is remaining non-functional because entire engine is, because propulsion by the engine we need maximum power, as I discussed in the previous class. Combustion engine can generate maximum power even much higher than the average power which is obtained at a steady state operation. So, as if we need to generate huge or substantial amount of power by the engine, and so engine would be able to develop substantial amount of power, and in that case engine is connected to motor and motor is supplying power to wheels through this bell drive mechanism. Okay. So, we are left with the final one, that is arrangement of or hybrid arrangement of power generation. So, we have discussed about power generation during driving, but now we have to have power generation arrangement. So, let me again erase all the arrows or arrow directions. So, in this case also motor is supplying power to this inverter, and as if bell drive is used to run the motor and motor is supplying power to the inverter, right. So, we have discussed maybe in the last class that when engine gets slowed down or coming to rest, then we can still use the kinetic energy of the engine just to regenerate power through inverter. So, basically battery would be charged. So, that is called power generation. So, to summarize what we have discussed in today's class, we have discussed about the type of different hybrid engines or systems. Then we have discussed about thematic arrangements of different hybrid system or systems, and finally we have schematically shown or represented different arrangements of hybrid concept or hybrid engine arrangements. So, with this I stop here today, and we shall continue our discussion in the next class. Thank you.